Space Ghost GIF.
Space Ghost GIF.
Hey guys, welcome back to Hey guys, it's me, Space Ghost GIF.
Yeah.
Shout out Space Ghost GIF.
My favorite.
Shout out to the greatest tweet. I made the greatest tweet ever today.
Which was?
Yeah. Have you seen my epic rap battles of history tweet?
No, I haven't.
Let me post it because I think you guys need to see this.
Okay.
Okay. I mean.
Once you post it, will you read it in YouTube analysis voice for the audience?
Oh yeah, 100%. YouTube analysis voice. I just love how I have like every time I read something, it's just YouTube analysis voice. Just what my brain goes to.
I mean, it's easy. It's a good way to read things because it's
a
both
good way to read things.
Yeah, it's funny and also sounds like you know what you're talking about.
I posted it. Yeah, whoever put this on screen.
Yeah.
Epic rap battles of history. Hana versus dababy.
This is a good tweet. I appreciate this tweet. I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10.
Bam, bam.
I mean, this came to my head. This was beamed into my consciousness. I was like, I must express this.
Epic rap battles of history. dababy versus the baby. Oh, yes. Creamy Nami! Yeah. I saw your tweet. I know what it is. This show, I'd fucking love to watch.
It's great. It's a great show. I watched the first 7 episodes today. It was very nice.
Yeah. It seems amazing. It seems like really
like it's genuinely addictive in a way, just because it's like
that's good.
Pretty colors.
That's really good. Yeah, because I've gotten so much back into the idea of visual art. I feel like I almost enjoy anime even more than I did before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I enjoy it even more just because I'm happy that I'm looking at anime characters.
Yeah.
Same. I definitely feel it.
I was like, oh yeah, I remember that I just enjoy looking at anime characters do stuff, and not even do stuff. I enjoy the character designs.
Yeah, man, characters are great. I'm all about the characters.
You know, I enjoy the character. So this is why whenever anybody who has ever watched anything with me know that. There's an element of it that's kind of annoying. It's on screen, right?
Wait, say that again. You cut out.
Anybody who's ever watched anything will know that it can be kind of annoying because I'm just losing my mind at what's on screen happening.
Right. Yes. I also do this. I was doing this when we were watching Totoro more than you even.
When we were watching Totoro, I did this while we were watching Ponyo. I did watching anything I feel a need to analyze everything. Angle, and a lot of the time it's on a visual level. Like today, I was watching one of my favorite movies, which is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre with my friend who had never seen the movie before. And I remember it became one of my favorite movies today because I didn't remember enjoying how the movie was shot so much, and just how fucking disgusting the whole thing feels. Even though what's happening isn't that gruesome, it's just how the movie's shot. Right. And there's just one shot with one character beating the other one with a broom while he's floundering around in front of a truck light, and the silhouettes are being lit by the truck.
Whoa!
And it's fucking awesome.
Metal.
It's the best shot in the world. I lost my shit watching it. And I had such a good time, but the whole time it was how awesome the colors were in this 1973 horror movie made with $2. Yeah. So that's just how I am with anything.
Yeah, man. It's a good way to be. Personally, that's what I think.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a similar way. I'm just more picky, but like I feel like that's why I can get into any Magical Girl anime from the 80s and 90s, cause like you saying that reminds me that I'm just getting really into older anime just because I just like cell animated things.
Yeah.
Me
So
too.
even if I don't necessarily like this, it's just like seeing the cell animation is just like
Yeah,
that's
it's a great like just visual effect to see it.
yeah, and like the way specifically like 80s and 90s Mahou Shoujo shows are directed, um, is just feels good. It's like designed to be extremely visually satisfying. Like especially that like Creamy Mommy and also another show Kaito Saint Tail, where it's like every frame is satisfying, but also like the way everything flows together is really satisfying. And you can't really put your finger on it immediately, but like you just want to keep watching for some reason.
Yeah, it's just enjoying, enjoying it on like an artistic level that may seem surface level to people who, like
Whose brains
somebody
aren't as fucking
who
big.
will not be, who will not be named, a famous YouTube analyst about anime, when talking about the aesthetics of anime, once said that a lot of critics don't value it because they're all writers and they only
That's
think in
true,
terms
yeah.
of writing, and they think of enjoying something on an aesthetic level as being
Lesser.
less valuable.
Yeah.
But it really can be what adds value to an experience. Like when people shit on Clannad because
Clannad.
the only reason it made you music or something, like
Yeah.
that's a part of the show.
Yeah, like
the animation
that means the
music is
music
why I
was
like it.
great. Like, what's your issue?
Yeah, what's the
Like
issue? It made me feel something I don't
it's a
understand.
show that like I think Clannad, specifically Clannad After Story, cleverly utilizes like just really good, just really fucking good visuals and music that makes you feel certain thing. And I don't think that's manipulative or it's not the, it doesn't make really make you feel the emotion or whatever. Yeah.
It's just what making art is about.
Yeah, I think that's why like I've just become more and more just like like just sort of like not
Like,
really
if
angry, but like I'm just like fucking like whenever I see like a YouTube analyst person like like nitpick every part of the thing or whatever, I'm just like it's not the point.
Yeah, shut the fuck
yeah,
up.
like if you're fucking watching Clannad After Story, and if you don't fucking lose it when they play the fucking Dango deck Kazaka song, you don't have a fucking soul.
Oh yeah, I fucking lose it. I lose my mind at that. And like with me, I'm like I feel like I can come off as nitpicky or whatever, but that's just because like I'm like a picky person, and I like that's the thing. I think I never want to devalue other people's experiences with art, which is
Yeah,
why I'm
100%.
which is why I'm trying to work on my tone when I talk about my problems with a show, because I understand that I can come off as kind of rude and condescending. Um, but I also but like I feel like I'm just someone who feels like I have a weird pickiness to a lot of anime specifically, and I want to express it. But like I always say, if you like the show, no matter what show it is, then good. I'm
Right, yeah,
glad you got
you gotta
something out of
reiterate
it.
that point of like,
Yeah,
you aren't bad just because I don't like this. Because
like-
people
like, the
people
big-
forget, like people
Yeah.
genuinely think that like you're trying to criticize them.
I'm not like, and also people generally forget that like the things you like is not like necessarily a reflection on you.
Yeah.
Like okay, because like what is like like shows that are shat on by this community? It's like Sword Art Online and the Astro Score. Like
Sure.
no one really likes those shows here except a person I've talked to named Always Lethargic. really likes those two shows.
My buddy Sean, Pronon member, likes fucking Sword Art Online.
I think Sword Art Online is like decent. I think Sword Art Online is literally just like a 5 out of 10 show.
The thing with Sword Art Online is that
to have about it.
Every anime I've ever watched, I've said, I understand why someone would like this.
Yeah.
It's very easy to understand. I think in because I remember was one person I was talking to recently where it's like, oh, no one actually likes Sword Art Online for the plot because it's not cohesive enough. And I'm like, well, that's not necessarily correct because some people don't care about a plot being a cohesive plot is probably not the thing they care about the most. Like, I understand that visceral reaction to Kirito beating everything because he's Jesus or something. Like, I can there's a million different appeals you can come to, and I want to understand why people. Oh, you like Sword Art Online? Well, that's so outside of what I usually watch, but it's cool if you like that.
Yeah.
I think. Go ahead.
The reason I think Sword Art Online is kind of decent is it just does things that most anime doesn't do. Where it just the characters just literally are in a relationship.
Yeah, that's I would call that a genuine strength.
That's cool. And also the world building element of Sword Art Online is actually interesting. I think that's the reason most people got into it was because the fucking whatever the fuck looks and feels really cool.
The nerve gear.
Not the nerve gear, but the fucking virtual game that they're in.
The world of Aincrad. That's the name of it.
Yeah, Aincrad just kind of feels cool.
It does. That's true.
And so there's tons of reasons to like Sword Art Online, and I think you're not, if you like Sword Art Online, that's cool. It's not I don't know. It's just I feel like we should hashtag normalize. We should hashtag normalize it. We should I think just liking art on a visceral level is good. And if it makes you feel emotion, then I don't think you should, because this is something I used to do when I was younger, where if a show made me feel genuinely good, I have to be like, wait, are these really the emotion? Has this show earned my emotions that I'm feeling?
That reminds me of a certain friend of ours.
Anyway, when people they make the comments of, well, this thing reflects, if you like this thing, it reflects a certain thing about you. The problem with that idea is that everybody likes it for different reasons.
Yeah.
And a lot of those reasons cannot be explained away or rationalized in a way that makes sense to everybody.
This is but I think it's just about having empathy for other people.
Yeah.
Trying to understand other people on a deeper level.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm way more interested, incomparably more interested to trying to find out what's good about something that most people consider bad than this thing bad because the plot hole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more. I genuinely believe that all artwork is on some level good.
Yeah.
I think that it's all good.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't like it all. Other people have this idea of oh, this is bad, but I like it. I have the opposite where I just think that everything is
I don't
good.
like it, but it's good.
But in a different way that I feel like a lot of, it's not that everything has some sort of inherent value. It's that, well, maybe it's that I consider the idea of creation itself to be valuable.
Yeah.
I think that if you made something that's valuable and it can add value to somebody's life, therefore it is good on some level.
This is why I fucking hate the criticism whenever like someone's like, oh, this or whatever in this art is lazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, they made something, so like, I don't understand how that's like, especially if it's like something that like something like an anime that has that took like fucking like so long and so much effort to make like
the idea of calling an anime lazy is asinine.
Yeah, it's like when people say lazy, that's just a way like they just have complaints that they don't know how to phrase in like real ways.
True.
Yeah, like fucking.
I think what people say when they say lazy, I think they didn't think about this is what they mean.
Yeah, like there was a level of thought that they think should have been used that wasn't. But to call that lazy when there already did so much, like production, drawing, producing, recording wise, like it's not lazy. It's just not, you know, the thought that you think they should have come to, which is a fair criticism, but don't call it lazy because that's not what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off, Carla.
No, I was just about to say the same thing that you were saying, basically.
And I mean, sometimes a thing that one person perceives as lazy, another person perceives as something. Okay, because like this is something because I recently finished Futari wa Precure, which is like my second favorite Precure season behind Hard Catch, and it's a very formulaic show, like, even more than a lot of the other Precure seasons. Like it's like the fight it's like slice of life thing happens. Bad guys come, they have to transform. Then the fight happens. Usually really well animated because the fight direction is done by the same guy who directed the fights in DBZ. Fun fact.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And then every fight ends with a big fucking laser. The fucking Mabada screw, and then it's fucking epic. And then like I remember watching a video from this person, I forgot their name. There was some AniTuber who has a series like watching all the Precures. And they're like, well, yeah, Futari was like fine if you're into magical girls, but it's like, but you know, and every episode ends in the same way, and it's like that's just lazy. And I'm like, okay, I like that.
It's called having a formula.
Yeah, it's just like that can be a cool thing though.
Having the formulaic and predictable nature of Futari wa Precure actively gives me comfort.
Yeah.
Like that's a very comfy thing I feel about this. It's buying into it feeling like a Saturday morning cartoon. And that's why I like Futari wa Precure so much, because like, first of all, Honoka and Nagisa are like amazing cinnamon rolls. I must protect, especially Nagisa. She is you know, I fucking love her. I fucking love both of them. They're so great. And like, but it's like Futari wa Precure just brings out like a very childlike sort of feeling in me, where it's just like just like, it's like, oh, this show that I watch all the time, that like it, you know, it just feels like a Saturday morning cartoon, but in such like a pure way, where like I don't really analyze it on another other than I'm very pleased by the things on screen.
Yeah, it's just nice to watch.
Yeah, and like, you know, I do have like general problems with it, but that specific part of the show is like really great to me. The only reason I don't think it's one of my favorite shows is literally because of the one mascot character. It's so annoying that I hate. I fucking hate kodu. Just God, that fucking brat. Hate that.
You don't seem to like mascot characters in general.
I wish I did though. Like mascot characters in theory.
Shout out Babbitt. Shout out Babbitt from Kodu.
Fucking hate Babbitt.
Babbitt's hilarious.
Babbitt's funny. I think he's funny.
Sucks. Babbitt's the worst part of Kodocha.
Funniest.
I think that's true, but I don't think he's as bad as you do. But also, I haven't seen as much of that show as you have.
I've seen as much, if not more, Kodocha than Plunder.
You see like a few of them.
I'm still pro Babbitt.
I am violently anti-Babbitt. Like I don't. Like,
Okay, hear me out, Plunder. He's a bat, and he's a rapper.
yeah, but he's also a fucking smart-ass piece of shit.
He's funny though.
Yeah, but he pissed on my wife.
Whenever I see an episode of that show, I'm just very confused about like his actual like corporeal nature.
Well, the metaphysics of Kodocha is as ever flowing and not consistent, and which is
I know, which is why
yeah.
that's a cool element that I've seen that like this show just like doesn't really give a fuck. It just like goes balls to the walls and has a good time.
Yeah, it's like not it's not the point.
Yeah,
You know?
which I appreciate.
So the metaphysics of Babbitt is that he knows.
Yeah.
Is that what?
The thing about Babbitt and part of why I love him is he who killed Captain Alex.
Oh yeah, the fucking video.
The video
Yeah.
joker.
Yeah, the video joker.
Oh
VJ.
yeah.
BJ and me on the mic, you know.
Oh my god, that's what he is.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what
exactly.
Babbitt is. That's what Babbitt is.
Who killed Captain Alex and Kodocha is the same thing.
Yo.
Literally the same thing. Yeah. Shout out Babbitt. I fly around making jokes, annoying him.
Yeah.
That song.
Oh god.
The thing with that is that I like the idea of Babbitt. I just find him personally obnoxious. But like I think I'm not anti mascot character. I like the other two mascot characters in Futaro Preacher, for example. Meep-a-doo, Meep-a-doo. It's fucking I like them. I like is there any other mascot characters I actually like? You know.
Do you like the magics in fucking in Fun Fun Pharmacy? I feel like those are mascot characters.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Fun Fun Pharmacy is like top 5 magical girls shows.
Definitely.
Yeah, Fun Pharmacy is a good show.
Yo. Are you for Titbird?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yo, look at this guy.
Yeah, that nigga posted it.
Oh, she just like talks to you like normal if you're a dog.
She's an epic baby chicken nugget.
That's really interesting. I've never talked to her as a dog, and she just is totally chill with you. All right.
But yeah, yeah, I whenever I see a mascot character, I'm like, God, I'm sorry that I feel so disgusted towards your existence.
I'm sorry I can't love you. So down there for me.
That's too fucking real.
Oh, okay, that's the way I came. What's this way? Okay, wait, no, that's locked. So there probably is something over here for me, actually. Detroit become human.
I do like Babbitt whenever that one paparazzi guy is like,
Yeah.
and he's like just scaring the shit out of it.
They're interesting.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also a fan of their interactions.
I should make a video on the metaphysics of Kodocha. 'Cause I think there's a lot to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
There are none.
Yeah, there's just none.
I mean, none is still a metaphysics.
I mean, yeah, it is. They're capricious.
Also, I was thinking, I wanted to bring this up. Summer, you said something about like metaphysics and philosophy. It's like you said, well, sometimes there are only questions only white people can ask. like what is reality?
Yeah, I did say that.
But what is
Only
reality?
white.
And how much does it weigh?
Like, is the object I'm holding objective, or is the perception of the fucking guard particle in congruence to my cock and balls?
Everybody else does not
That's
have
just-
time.
That's just every conversation between me and no thank you.
Yeah, and it's like,
Exactly. There's some questions only white people.
Yeah.
None of us are white, both of us are Eastern European.
Nobody's white, okay? If you guys aren't white, none of us. This was the decision I've come to. White people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
white people are not real, literally.
Then what am I?
Yeah, I'm a white tonight.
Then what am I?
You're like
Whatever
you're like
you are.
you have the soul of a fat Mexican girl, okay? Of a fat Mexican fujoshi.
I really
wrapped in a
appreciate
lesbian,
that.
wrapped in assignment. Yeah.
Yo, this part is cool as fuck. There's this big sword in the middle of this room with all these like protection seals on it, right? And you get your sword out and you fucking cut one. And then this sword tries to fuck you up. It's so cool.
Oh hell no! They done hurt SpongeBob's feelings.
Like, this is like one of my favorite fucking Zelda bosses.
When was the last time we did another episode?
Right now. Next time on Crab Grumps. 1 second. Don't say anything funny because I'm gonna stop and restart again.